is a fiery element, which means he is hot by nature. तो जहां जहां sun बैठता है, he causes mild damage to that house. If sun sits in your first house, typically people lose their hair. If sun sits in the second house, it makes it more difficult to accumulate wealth. If sun sits in the seventh house, it leads to problems in marital life because sun is a fiery planet. Gussa deta hai, right? Okay. But sun typically in a chart will mature at the age of 22. That means 22 की एज तक you are not living the life you should lead. इसी कभी कभी लोग कहते हैं कि तुम्हें दुनिया का तो कुछ नहीं पता, you are very immature because you're young. Jupiter is a
हाँ.
planet of wisdom. Every planet in astrology has a maturation age. Once it touches that age, that planet can give you results. अगर आपकी सन की दशा आई है, but you're not 22 years old, you're not going to get benefit from that dasha. Okay. If sun dasha comes and you're 2 years old, वो दशा खत्म हो जाएगी, बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा, नो मैटर व्हाट द योग इज. जब हम योग कहते हैं एस्ट्रोलॉजी में, you have to check the planet, the dasha, its placement. So any sun dasha coming after 22 is going to be good for you. Okay, sun is such a powerful planet.
After you're 22 and the sun dasha जो आपकी शुरू होती है, तो ये आपके लिए beneficial होगा, you saying?
Yes, sun dasha to benefit hota hi hai. Sun is never going to give you bad dasha, no matter which house it is placed in. Yes, health wise it could be a little problem if there are bad planets, but otherwise it will do good.
At this point मैं फिर से एक बार नंबर हैंड आउट करना चाहती हूँ. आज एक्सक्लूसिवली हम बात कर रहे हैं सन की. Dr. Saket Bhatia is going to tell you about the benefits of the sun, sun placement in your graha. 848 in your chart. 848-247-9911. 848-247-9911. ये नंबर पर आप फोन कर सकते हो. आपके बारे में, आपके चार्ट के बारे में अगर आपने डिस्कस करना है. Just make sure you have your date of birth and the time and city of birth handy for him to read your chart. 848-247-9911. Back to you, Dr. Saket.
See, पुराने ज़माने में all ancient civilizations, before we started worshipping God, they all used to worship the sun. Whether it was Indo-European, the Greeks, the Romans, the Germans, they all worship the sun. Even today, people worship the sun. In fact, more and more people are becoming spiritual these days. And जब हम spirituality देखते हैं, we look at the ninth house. The lord of the ninth, the Karak, is the sun and Jupiter. Jupiter for Guru and sun for spirituality. So remember, the sun is a very powerful planet. Grand symbol. जब हम astrology पढ़ते हैं, we are taught that sun is the image and the face of truth. Okay, that's what sun represents. Think of sun as God. It shows our divinity or lack of it. It shows how honest we are or not. It shows how successful we will be or not. It shows how independent we will be or not. It shows the life and the light that we possess in our life and how we will aspire other people to expand. That's what sun does. So, sun, हमारे वेदा में, sun is the Atma. It is you living in the universe, right? Every morning we get up because the sun rises. We start going to sleep because the sun sets. The sun controls our life completely. It brings life, light into our life. It's the perception that this is God, right? So sun, remember, it symbolizes intelligence, enlightenment, spirituality. तो sun से stronger तो कोई planet है ही नहीं chart में. People can say your ascendant is important, but ascendant is just this body with this soul. The soul is even more important, right? Okay.
Yes, definitely. The soul is most important.
When we study sun, we come to know how you will be born and how you're going to die. The final resting place. देखिए, I was watching many documentaries, and they always say when people are about to die or they have this vision, when they're just about to pass away, they see a big, bright light, and then they look at that light. Right? This is a known fact. So many people have said that. What is that light? It's again, light only comes from the sun. Universe is very dark. It is very cold. It's very quiet. You cannot see any planets. You only see the light of the sun being reflected by the planets. When you look up and you say, there is Jupiter, there is Venus, there is Mercury. No, that's because sun ki light reflect ho rahi hai. You can only see the moon because it reflects light of the sun, correct? If there is no sun, there will be total darkness. That's why sun is important. We are what? We are children of the sun. We are here on this earth.
Right.
We are doing our job. We are doing our duties. And ये sun पढ़ के बहुत कुछ बोल सकते हैं astrology में. We can say exactly what will happen to you, when it will happen, how it will happen, how spiritual you are, how lucky you will be. बहुत कुछ पता चलता है. So sun से, okay?
848-247-9911 is the number. 848-247-9911 स्टूडियो का नंबर. डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया जो एक certified a PhD in astrology and a certified numerologist आज हमारे साथ हैं. He is here in the studios. 848-247-9911. He's talking about the sun and the relevance of and the placement of sun in your charts और कैसे वो आपकी लाइफ में अफेक्ट कर सकता है. अगर आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन है, अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं आपकी सन की प्लेसमेंट कैसी है and how is it going to be beneficial to you, please feel free. The number is 848-247-9911. Back to you, Dr. Bhatia.
See, many times people ask me when they come, why am I lacking self-confidence? Right? मुझे वो ड्राइव क्यों नहीं है? Why is it कि sometimes people want to start a business but करते नहीं है? आइडिया है, दिमाग है,
Right.
टाइमिंग है, लेकिन बिजनेस नहीं करते. What do you think?
जानना चाहती हूँ, why does this happen?
It is primarily because of your sun. Sun is the planet of confidence. Mars is the planet of action. जो sun है, he can boost your Mars. He will give you more confidence to get stuff done. देखिए, sun as a planet has friends and enemies. Sun का friend है Mars, Jupiter, and Moon. So he will boost your ability to take action. He will boost your mind and he will boost your wisdom. Sun will do these three things for you. But sun also has enemies. Sun ka enemy is Venus and Mercury. Venus is contentment, happiness. Sun says, I don't like contentment. I want you to work harder. Sun का enemy है Saturn and Mercury. Saturn is जो काम करते हैं without any satisfaction in life, without any end goal. Sun बोलता है no, we need an end goal, we must work. And Mercury is mind, जो wander होता है. So sun doesn't like that either. So remember, a strong sun will boost your mind, your ability to take action, and your self-confidence with wisdom. ये बहुत important है. Sun is exalted in Libra. जब 10 degrees Libra में आता है, it becomes very, very strong. In its dasha, it will propel you to heights, fame, money, courage that you've never seen possible. पुराने जमाने में जब wars होते थे, right, when kings used to attack other kings, they used to study the sun in the king's chart. They used to see कि sun कितना strong है और दशा कब है sun की. Then they would go attack because that gives you confidence. They would study the son of the other kingdom's king. Weak hai, attack him. Even today, when people come to me, they have had a heart attack, they've had a problem, I look at their chart, the first thing I see is sun. If I see a problem in the sun, I warn them, there is a chance you're going to get another heart attack. Sun also represents your father. Remember, agar sun Libra की साइन में आ जाता है between 7 degrees and 13 degrees, it is considered to be weak. A person who has sun in this place will almost always lose all their hard-earned wealth. Almost always. अगर sun दशा आती है, you've heard of stories from rags to riches and riches to rags. Riches to rags is जब Libra में आता है. And rags to riches is when sun is exalted.
ये तो आपने सही कहा कि वो जो पुराने दौर में, बिकॉज आई थिंक दोज वर द मेन चीजें जिस पर रिलाई करते थे लोग, द सन एंड द मून एंड दिस इज लाइक, इट्स नॉट सरप्राइजिंग टू मी कि लोग अपने राइवल किंगडम का के किंग का चार्ट्स वगैरह सन पढ़ते थे, सन की दशा पढ़ते थे बिफोर मेकिंग अ मूव और बिफोर ट्राइंग टू कॉन्कर देम. सो अगर आपने अभी अभी ट्यून इन किया है और अगर आप सोच रहे हैं व्हाट आर वी टॉकिंग अबाउट, डॉक्टर साकिब भाटिया जो एक पीएचडी, ही इज गॉट अ पीएचडी इन एस्ट्रोलॉजी, सर्टिफाइड न्यूमरोलॉजिस्ट है. और वो हर वीक ट्यूसडेज को 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock हमारे साथ होते हैं, हमारे चार्ट्स पढ़ने में हेल्प करते हैं वो, चाहे वो फिर आपके करियर के बारे में हो सवाल, या आपकी मैरिज के बारे में, या फिर बच्चों के बारे में, या फिर फाइनेंसेस के बारे में. No matter what it he is here to help you. He's got this his expertise in this field for over 25 years, and बहुत से more than 12,000 clients हैं globally, including a lot of politicians, a lot of film stars, and much much more. So if you want to contact him today, currently 4 बजे तक हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में है डॉक्टर साकिब भाटिया, and the number to call is 848-247-9911, 848-247-9911. फिर आपने चाहे जिस बारे में इनसे पूछना है, all you need is your date of birth, your place of birth, and your time of birth for him to be able to read your charts. And maybe अगर आपने sun की position पूछनी है तो you can also ask that. 848-247-9911.
Okay. So coming back to sun, right? Sun represents father, power, authority, fame. जितने government officials हैं, they have strong sons. जितने independent entrepreneurs, business leaders हैं, they have strong sons. जितने CEOs हैं of companies, they have very strong sons. If you're in the brokerage business, finance business, if you're trying to start your own motel, construction, आपने कोई भी business start करना है, make sure your son is strong. अगर son weak है, it's not going to work in your favor. We have to make your son strong. Son को strong किया जा सकता है. People who do economics, ruling classes, any people, if you want, big community, you're a leader, you want to stand for elections, make your son strong. Okay. Sun का lucky stone होता है ruby. Remember, lucky colors are saffron, red, and orange. Now let's talk about some things about the sun. Somebody asked me when I do a show in the Bay Area, what is a good way to make my son strong? We said donations, wheat, copper, wearing a red ruby, gold, red cloth, flowers, sandalwood. इनसे sun strong होता है. Now, if we look at the ideal sun person, what would he look like? जैसे sun का जैसे Jupiter का जो होता है, they're very wise. They're typically overweight, like the Jupiter planet. They're tall and they have a very big forehead. Sun के जिसका strong होता है या ascendant में है, they have honey colored eyes. So they have hazel eyes, number one. Okay. The face is generally squarish shape. They have less hair on the head. They have hyper irritability. गुस्सा बहुत जल्दी आता है इनको because they want to do multiple things in life. Eyesight is not the best, especially in the right eye, and body is well proportioned. They're neither too fat nor too thin. Okay. Sun की दशा में
ये तो फीचर्स हैं उनके.
ये ideal sun की description थी. So if you match these descriptions, you have a strong sun. If you have any one of these medical ailments, it is because of sun. Heart disease, bone fracture, migraine, jaundice, fever, cuts and burns in the body, skin disease, constipation, weak right eye, stomach pain, headache, and diarrhea. It is almost always sun. Remember that. All right. Sun causes these. Obviously, Jupiter causes liver problems. Saturn causes muscle problem. Mars will cause other problems. But in general, Saturn causes these, I mean, sun causes these problems. Okay. Important है ये जानना. फिर सन नक्षत्र में भी बैठता है, राइट? अगर
और
सन
इन्हें ये
अपने,
कैसे कर सकते हैं ये अगर ये चीजें हैं, these kind of problems?
how do you solve them? See, first of all, let's say you come to me and say, I have migraine problem.
Phone call. Let me speak to them. Yeah.
Sure. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Just 1 second. I'm going to put you through to Dr. Saket Bhatia. All right. Can you hear?
No, I can't hear
Can you
anything.
hear each other?
No.
I don't think Dr. Saket Bhatia can hear you. 1 second, please. Just 1 second. Can you hear us, Dr. Bhatia? Dr.
I can
Saket,
hear
can
you, but I
us?
can't hear the caller.
You cannot hear the caller. Hello?
No.
Yes. Yes, now you can hear her.
Can you hear me, Dr. Bhatia?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, my name is Sunita.
Okay.
This is regarding for my daughter.
Okay.
Her date of birth is May 18th, 1982.
Okay.
Time 6:02 p.m. Place of birth is Calcutta.
Okay. आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है?
हाँ जी, क्वेश्चन ये है कि मेरी डॉटर की शादी सक्सेसफुल नहीं है. इनके हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, शुरू हैं. तो सिर्फ मुझे ये पता करना है कि भाई इनकी मैरिज अभी थोड़ी चलेगी कि डिवोर्स के चांसेस हैं.
ये डॉटर की चार्ट है, राइट, जो आपने दी है? May 18, 1982, 602 कैलकाटा. देखिए, अभी जो दशा चल रही है वो केतु राहु चल रही है. दिस इज नेवर अ गुड दशा. दिस दशा स्टार्टेड January 11th और चलेगी अगले साल तक, January 29, 2025. Ketu Rahu is not considered good dasha at all. Number one, because दोनों खराब planets हैं. आपकी डॉटर की चार्ट में प्लैनेट सन, मैंने अभी कहा था कि सन अगर 7th हाउस में बैठता है इट कॉजेस मैरिटल प्रॉब्लम्स, एंड ये सन 7th हाउस में ही बैठा है, तो शादी का प्रॉब्लम तो होगा. देयर इज नो बेनिफिक एस्पेक्ट, मतलब देयर इज नो गुड प्लैनेट व्हिच इज लुकिंग एट द सन. Another problem in this chart is Venus, जो लॉर्ड ऑफ द सेवन, शादी का लॉर्ड है, वो बैठ गया है 5th हाउस में, which is not good for marriage. And second, Jupiter, which represents Karak for a woman, is in the wrong house, 12th house. So I think it is very difficult for this marriage to work out. अगर ये शादी टिक भी जाती है, I think it's going to end not in a good way, sometime towards the middle part of 2025. So I would say be careful.
तो इसके लिए कुछ कर सकते हैं, हम कुछ कर सकते हैं जिससे अगर डिवोर्स भी होता है उसके बाद उसकी लाइफ में स्ट्रेस नहीं हो जाता.
I think it will take time. Why don't you give me a call? Schedule an appointment in the office. At this point of time, it's not looking good. I'll be honest, it's not pointing to a very happy married life. Venus, जब 7th Lord 5th में आता है, it is not considered good for married life. इनके बच्चे हैं?
नहीं, बच्चे नहीं है, पर बहुत स्ट्रेस रहती है, इसलिए क्या इतनी स्ट्रेस में रहने से कोई उपाय हो तो फिर उससे उसका शायद कुछ फर्क आ जाए.
नहीं, just call us in the office. We'll see what we can do. We'll try helping you accordingly. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bhatia.
Thank you. 408-639-5300 is the number. 408-639-5300. Private consultation अगर आप करना चाहते हैं Dr. Saket के साथ, much elaborate and in person and personalized consultation के लिए ये नंबर है. और alternatively आप वेबसाइट पर भी जा सकते हैं www.saketbhatia.com. फिलहाल अगर आपके पास एक आधा सवाल है जहां पर आप जानना चाहते हैं आपके या किसी और लव वन के चार्ट्स के बारे में, तो स्टूडियो का नंबर है 8482479911। दैट इज 8482479911। एंड अगर आपने अभी अभी ट्यून इन किया है, हम बातें कर रहे हैं अबाउट सन एंड इट्स प्लेसमेंट इन द चार्ट। क्या इफेक्ट हो सकता है, क्या हाउ वी कैन how it can affect us in a good or a bad way. 8482479911। Yes, Dr. Saket.
अभी हम बात करते हैं when sun sits in different nakshatras, how can it impact your health? If sun sits in its own nakshatra, then these are the people who constantly get boils on their body, and it's the number one reason for leprosy. um
I have
जब
another phone
lepers की
call. Take
sure
them. Okay. Let's see if hello? Hello?
yeah, I can hear you, Huma.
Hello? I think drop हो गया है या wait. आप अगर रेडियो आपने ट्यून इन किया तो you need to turn on the radio volume, please.
हेलो।
Yeah, I can
Yes.
hear now.
रेडियो की वॉल्यूम आपने कम करनी है, प्लीज। रेडियो की वॉल्यूम कम कर देनी है।
हेलो।
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi.
हेलो, you hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear
we
you
can hear
clearly. How are you?
I'm good. Actually, my date of birth है April 12, 1979 in Punjab, morning time का
थोड़ा स्लो जाइए। April 12th
1979।
1979, okay.
बर्थ प्लेस पंजाब का है, सुबह 4:30 का।
सुबह का 4:30।
पंजाब का है।
पंजाब में कौन सी सिटी?
डिस्ट्रिक्ट होशियारपुर, बड़ी मियानी।
ओके, पंजाब होशियारपुर।
जी, मेरा नाम अजीत कौर है। मेरे को भी अपनी मैरिज लाइफ के बारे में पूछना था ना।
आपकी खुद की मैरिड लाइफ का?
जी।
ओके, क्या क्वेश्चन है?
जैसे हमारी भी लाइफ ऐसे जैसे काफी लड़ाई झगड़े हैं ना, इसी के बारे में मेरे को पूछना था।
आपके और आपके हस्बैंड की एज गैप में कितना फर्क है?
सेम ही है उनका ना, उनका और मेरा।
ओके, और लव मैरिज या अरेंज मैरिज थी?
अरेंज मैरिज है।
आप
मेरे तो बच्चे भी जैसे दो बेटे एक बेटी है।
ओके, देखिए
तो फिर
देखिए
जी
आपका जो असेंडेंट है वो है एक्वेरियस असेंडेंट बनता है।
जी
एक्वेरियस असेंडेंट के जो रूलर है वो शनि है, वो बैठ गया अपने ही घर, शादी के घर में। जब असेंडेंट अपने घर में बैठता है तो उस घर को प्रोटेक्ट करता है, तो इससे कहते हैं कि शादी टिक जाएगी। लेकिन इसमें राहु भी बैठ गया, राइट?
हाँ
और जो इसका जो लॉर्ड है वो है सन, वो अपने ही घर से 8 घर दूर बैठा है। आपको एग्जैक्ट
जी।
क्वेश्चन क्या है कि आपकी शादी टिकेगी नहीं टिकेगी? आ,
हाँ, टिकेगी कि नहीं टिकेगी कि अभी क्या इसका कोई है, इसका डिवोर्स होने के चांसेस है, ये क्या है वही मेरे को पूछना है ना। लड़ाई झगड़ा बहुत है हम दोनों में ना जैसे।
देखिए फिलहाल तो शनि की दशा चल रही है। वो दशा आपके लिए, आपके एज अ पर्सन ठीक है, शादी में स्ट्रेस देती है, लेकिन दशा तो ठीक है। अगर आप अगर ट्रांजिट में सैटर्न को भी करीब 8 महीने बचे हैं, अगर सैटर्न आप 8 महीने निकाल सकते हो, योर लाइफ विल बी बेटर, मच बेटर। लेकिन अगर आठ
ठीक
महीने
है।
मच बेटर मतलब ये नहीं, डोंट एक्सपेक्ट कि सब मैजिकली ठीक हो जाएगा। जुपिटर ट्रांजिट में 4th हाउस पे आ रहा है 6 महीने में, तो खुशी होगी, सेटिस्फैक्शन होगा, हैप्पीनेस होगा। ऑन द अदर हैंड शनि जो मैरिज को देख रहे हैं वो अच्छा नहीं, वो थोड़ा बुरा टाइम है। तो मैं ये कहता हूँ कि वेट फॉर 6 मंथ्स, थिंग्स विल इम्प्रूव। उसके बाद आप देखिए। बट इफ यू वांट इफ यू वांट सम इम्प्रूवमेंट, कॉल अस, वी कैन सी व्हाट वी कैन हेल्प यू। क्योंकि करने को तो 6-8 महीने भी बहुत ज्यादा हो जाते हैं कभी कभी।
जी
आप There are some things we can help you with. Just call. Let's see हम क्या कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि शनि भी लगेगा टाइम उसको, around 1 year before it can move into another house. So try calling, आपके लिए better रहेगा. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, thank you so much phone करने के लिए.
Thanks.
408-639-5300 408-639-5300 ये
Huma?
नंबर है फोन करने के लिए.
Oh.
डॉक्टर
So I
साकिब
can
की
hear you
ऑफिस
now,
में.
but I think the call that you made to me has dropped.
I have to call you back. So अभी अगर आपने स्टूडियो में फोन करना है तो स्टूडियो का नंबर मैं आपके लिए हैंड आउट करती हूँ. Give me 1 second. I am going to call Dr. Saket one more time because I accidentally dropped the phone call. So studio का number है 848-247-9911. That's 848-247-9911.
Okay. So we are connected again.
Yes, we are connected. ये अक्सर हो जाता है when I try to take a caller and मैं उन्हें disconnect करने की कोशिश करती हूँ, so it disconnects you as well. 848-247-9911 ये हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर है. अभी भी हमारे पास कुछ 25 मिनट्स बाकी है. 4 o'clock तक डॉक्टर साकिब यहाँ इस नंबर पर अवेलेबल है. आपको अगर कुछ भी चीज जाननी है related to your career, to your marriage, to your kids, maybe finances, जिस भी चीज के लिए आपको जानना है, कुछ information चाहिए, 848-247-9911. अगर आपने अभी अभी ट्यून इन किया है, a PhD in astrology, Dr. Saket Bhatia is also a certified numerologist. और 12,000 clients हैं, उनके 25 साल की experience है, and 12,000 से भी ज्यादा लोगों को इन्होंने हेल्प किया है अपने इस 25 साल के करियर स्पैन में. आज वो बात कर रहे हैं सन और उसकी प्लेसमेंट हमारे चार्ट्स में, एंड कैसे वो हमें पॉजिटिवली या नेगेटिवली अफेक्ट कर सकते हैं, हमारी हेल्थ को, हमारी मैरिड लाइफ को, हमारे बच्चों को, हमारे फाइनेंसेस को. So yes, back to you, Dr. Saket.
So what I want to do is, ध्यान से सुनिए, because this will impact you. It depends आपका sun कहाँ placed है. So look at your personality and we'll go through sun placed in different signs. This has to impact you. अगर आपका sun ये sign में है, this will shape your nature. For example, if your sun is in Aries, first sign, you will be an assertive person, active, impatient, very intelligent, self-centered, enthusiastic, aggressive, fond of travel, and have a marked personality. So if agar aapki ye nature nahi hai, there must be somebody you know who's assertive, active, impatient, has a marked personality. They must have sun in Aries always. Okay. Because Aries is the sign of Mars. Your sun Mars की sign में बैठ जाता है, ये quality देता है. Let's look at Taurus. Taurus तो Venus की sign है. Venus is happiness, content. जब sun यहाँ आ जाता है, he relaxes, he becomes calm, he becomes slow to action. ज्यादा possessive हो जाता है sun. Originality निकल आती है sun की. And these kind of people are very content in life. They can do more, but करते नहीं. They can become more enterprising, but they're very happy. वो बोलते नहीं करना हमें लाइफ में, हम खुश है जहाँ है. आप कितना भी सिर फोड़ लो उनके साथ, they won't do much in life because वो खुश रहते हैं. Have you met such people, Huma?
I think so. I think so. I met such people. Maybe I'm one of those.
Life will give you opportunities, but you don't take them because you want other stuff. You want more laid back life. That's what Sun and Taurus does.
Not laid back. You're laid back. You're comfortable in your जो भी आपकी टेरिटरी है उसमें आप कंफर्टेबल होते हो. आपने एम्बिशन है लेकिन ज्यादा नहीं. Is that true?
Correct. Absolutely true. Very, 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 very true. Now, next sign is Gemini. That's the sign of Mercury, right? Mercury is planet of intelligence, speech, communication. तो जब sun यहाँ आ जाता है, it gives you better speech. Okay? It makes you mentally alert. Polite हो जाता है आदमी. Skilled learner, scholar. This is sun in Gemini. हम जब ऐसी चार्ट्स देखते हैं, वी टेल पेरेंट्स इट्स वेरी possible your child will become, a good entrepreneur or will go to a good school. Sun in Gemini will do this. अगर placement अच्छी है तो they can get into good schools, they'll have good careers. Remember, Cancer is the sign of moon. Moon is like mind, right? तो जब सन यहाँ आता है बहुत इमोशनल हो जाता है. Imagine putting an angry planet like sun in an emotional sign like Cancer. बहुत touchy feely हो जाते हैं, right? They get possessive, they get emotional, and they get very harsh if things don't work out their way. Okay. Now, the next sign is Leo. We like Sun in Leo. It's Sun in Leo makes a person dignified, dominant, creative, famous, passionate, snobbish, generous. ये importance है because Leo is the sign of the sun. जब sun यहाँ बैठता है, he is very comfortable. He expands. तो जितने लोग कहते हैं कि हमारे साथ लाइफ में क्यों नहीं हो रहा कुछ, क्यों अटक अटक के गाड़ी चलती है, why am I struggling, why am I not getting what I rightfully deserve, go look at your sun. We have ways in astrology to boost your sun. कभी कभी जब बच्चा बेड में रहता है, काम नहीं करता, what do? You go and you tell them, time to get up, time to make your bed, time to do your dishes, time to get out of the house and do something. Same way, we can change your sun. We can boost your sun. We can make it get up. So at least you have more confidence. Kafi log, when they have drug addiction, they go to a rehab center to stop that. When they have speech problems or when they want to do better in life, they go to a speech therapist. As actors, celebrities, they go to acting school. They learn how to speak. Same way, an astrologer will help you boost your sun. Confidence boost kar sakte hain. We can help you so much in life.
That is like really amazing knowledge कि पता होना कि कोई चीज शायद कमजोर है और उसे स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए हम एस्ट्रोलॉजी की हेल्प ले सकते हैं and come back more stronger. It really fascinates me. 848-247-9911 is the number. कुछ under 20 minutes है हमारे पास स्टूडियो में. 848-247-9911. सन और उसकी प्लेसमेंट, उसकी इफेक्ट्स पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव आपकी लाइफ में क्या हो रही है according to the placement. Looking at your chart, Dr. Saket can help you and look that up for you. And he's talking about the placement. अभी कैसे कैसे जहां पर सन प्लेस होता है उससे क्या benefits या क्या चीजें हमें नजर आती हैं.
Correct. Now let's move on to the next sign, which is Virgo. Again, Virgo is a sign of Mercury, right? So जब Mercury की second sign में आता है, this makes people very critical of themselves and of others. These people generally tend to be negative. They have good memory, they have good mind, but because of their negativity, they hurt themselves and they hurt others. They also lack self-worth. करते काफी कुछ है लाइफ में. They become successful, they do wonders, but they're never happy. They always say, मैंने तो कुछ किया नहीं. I want to do better. I could have done better. These are people with sun in Virgo. Libra. Libra is a dangerous sign for sun. अगर sun 10 degrees Libra पे आ जाता है, it leads to stillborn babies. It leads to people passing away at a very, very early age in life. जब Libra के 6 degrees में आते हैं, between 7 and 13, I just told you, people end up losing their hard earth. It leads to poverty, basically. You don't want your sun to be in Libra in that degree. But agar Libra mein aa jate hain, they're perfectionists. They want to work hard. Confidence to definitely kam hoga. They're arrogant people also. Right? So sun in Libra, okay placement. You have to see what you are and what you want to become. If you have sun in Libra, which lacks confidence, and you want to be somebody like a dignified, dominant person who's passionate, famous, and creative, we have to boost your sun so it feels like it's in Leo. वो करना है हमें. There are ways to do that. Now, Scorpio. Scorpio तो secret sign होती है, we know. A scorpion likes to put its head in the sand, no? So people who are Sun and Scorpio are generally secretive people. They they do very well in business. They're very well in surgery. They're good in everything, but they're very stubborn. ये अपने तरीके नहीं change करते, unfortunately, and emotional. So then we have Sun in Sagittarius. ये तो बड़े अच्छे होते हैं. Sagittarius is a sign of Jupiter, expansion. They love freedom. They like kids. They have good tempers. It's the best placement for Sun to have a balanced life. Okay. Sun in Capricorn is also okay. They're practical, firm. They're overachievers, very hardworking, because Saturn is a hardworking planet. And finally, the last two signs, Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius में you become very independent, but Aquarius का एक problem होता है, जब sun यहाँ आता है, people don't tend to do stuff for themselves, they do it for others. They feel happy giving others. जितने humanitarian leaders हैं, जितने लोग detached होते हैं society से, who want to do like Mother Teresa, sun in Aquarius. Okay. And Pisces is the last sign. When we look at a human body, Pisces is your foot, and sun जो soul है वो आपके दिमाग में रहती है. So now you're looking at the exact opposite. These people are generally impractical. They have a lot of imagination, but they don't do stuff here. ये बहुत religious भी होते हैं. They are very sensitive and receptive. So with this, you can figure out कि आपका sun कहाँ है. You should know, have a ballpark estimate कि where do you think your sun lies? So you know what characteristics you have. So Huma, where do you think your sun lies?
I don't know. You said something about speech, लेकिन आपने उसके साथ साथ कुछ characteristics बताए थे कि intelligence भी होता है and ये भी होता है, but I think I'm a mix of something.
आपका sun, I've seen your chart. Your sun sits in Virgo. I just said Virgo is the sign of Mercury, and Mercury is speech. Why is it you're on radio today? It is because sun makes you speak well. ये speech के घर में बैठ गया है, ये business के घर में बैठ गया. Creativity, intelligence. These people like you will be practical. They will be frank. They speak well. They have good memory, but they lack self-worth. They never, हम और कर सकते हैं. We can do better than this in life. We are never very, very content and very happy with what we have, क्योंकि हमें और भी चाहिए, because we know we can do better. We know we deserve better. That's what Mercury placement sun will do, especially in the sign of Virgo. So just to let you know, that is your placement. Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's great. So business, maybe if I want to try my hand, that would be fine.
It will be better for you to do business also, because Mercury is speech, intelligence, communication, acting, radio, business. सारी चीजें Mercury में है. Stock trading, it's all Mercury. Okay. So
all right.
Do what you
Sorry, क्या कह रहे थे आप?
Do what you think is right, because sun is in the heart, in the sign of the mind for you. ये important होता है.
Yeah, that is important. 848-247-9911 848-247-9911 सिर्फ 10 मिनट हमारे पास बाकी हैं. अगर आपने जल्दी से एक क्वेश्चन करना है, you saw how Dr. Saket told me about what I can do and what where my sun lies. हालांकि हमारे पास सिर्फ 10 मिनट है, लेकिन still 848-247-9911 एक छोटा सा सवाल अगर आपने करना है, feel free to call in this number. He's still here until 4 p.m. Sorry, Dr. Saket, आप कह रहे थे कुछ?
नहीं, I was trying to say that it's sun gets a boost by planets like moon. He gets boosted by planets like Jupiter and Mars. जब boost कहते हैं, so let's say you have a child in your house जिनकी self confidence weak है. We have to first see the sun, and then we have to figure out कि sun strong कैसे किया जा सकता है. कभी कभी हम sun को directly strong नहीं कर सकते, because making a sun strong could also give heart problems, right? I explained. Then we look at other planets which can impact the sun. So for example, Jupiter will boost your sun, लेकिन अगर Jupiter खुद weak है, अगर Jupiter खुद debilitated है, and he affects your sun, he will actually cause high blood pressure. I know it sounds strange, but that's what it does. Jupiter अगर खराब है, वो high blood pressure देता है, और अगर Saturn आपके sun को देख रहा है, he causes low blood pressure.
But I do feel मेरा कुछ तो is possibly a part of my sun should be blended with the moon or in the moon too, क्योंकि मैं highly emotional भी हूँ. So I don't know how is that possible.
In your chart, your sun, you said it right. Your sun is not blended with the moon, but it sits in the 4th house. The 4th house is natural zodiac Cancer. And I told you, Lord of Cancer is moon. So you're right. आपका sun moon के घर में नहीं, but natural zodiac में 4th house जो moon का घर है उसमें बैठा है. And when sun sits in Cancer, you become very emotional. These people love to travel.
I do.
And they're very possessive about other people in their life. Remember that.
ये सब चीज सही है. ट्रैवल की बात आपने की है. मैंने लास्ट ईयर 13 कंट्रीज ट्रैवल की है. If people did not know, I don't want to brag about it, but that's true. I love to travel. I am possessive about people that are close to me, that मुझे ऐसा लगता है I own them.
And that's because your sun is placed in the 4th house. So we are right. Your sun in the sign of Virgo and placed in the 4th house, आपका sun राहु के साथ भी बैठा है. So I remember when we met, we were discussing about your chart. So these are important things. जब astrologer के पास जाते हो, they must look at these factors. They must tell you क्या हो रहा है. अगर Mars is very strong in your chart and Mars looks at the sun, it is not very good. Mars, when it afflicts the sun, it can cause brain hemorrhage or cardiac arrest. It causes fever also. So we don't like a very strong Mars looking at the sun. In this case, हम Mars को थोड़ा weak कर लेते हैं. याद है, when people get heart attack, the first thing doctor tells them is learn to sit back, relax. काम इतना मत कीजिए. Mars is work. Mars is how much effort you put in your life. उसे कम कीजिए, आपकी health better रहेगी. So we have to analyze every planet, primarily sun, to see what's happening. If you have ulcers, if you have pain in your stomach, if you have pain in your joints, it is sun. Weak sun ये करता है. So the good news for you, Huma, is your sun is not weak. Okay?
It's not weak.
It's not
मुझे
weak.
लगता है लेकिन मेरा मार्स तो जरूर वो जो भी है ना बहुत स्लो है, क्योंकि मुझे आराम का काम अच्छा लगता है. So I'm not I feel so, but it is you that know better. क्योंकि डॉक्टर साकित भाटिया यहाँ पर जो हमारे साथ है every Tuesday 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock हमारे साथ होते हैं. PhD एस्ट्रोलॉजी में इनके पास 25 साल से भी ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है, एक्सपर्टीज है इनकी. He is also a certified numerologist and 12,000 से भी ज्यादा क्लाइंट्स को इन्होंने globally इनके जो clients all over the world हैं quite satisfied and happy with his predictions and with his readings. And he's also in fact felicitated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his knowledge and guidance in the field of astrology. So अभी तो हमारे पास सिर्फ 5 मिनट रहते हैं. तो अगर आपने इन्हें one-on-one consult करना है, please do call him at 408-639-5300, 408-639-5300. Alternatively, www.drsaketbhatia.com, www.drsaketbhatia.com is the website जहाँ पे आपको ज्यादा information मिलेगी. कुछ 4 मिनट हमारे पास, 6 मिनट हमारे पास है to wrap this up. Actually 4 minutes. My watch is a little 2 minutes पीछे चल रही है. So 4 minutes and let's wrap this up, Dr. Saket.
So sun काफी कुछ देता है. When we look at a chart, we have this memorized. हमें पता है कि अगर sun signs 1, 4, 5, 9 या 10th में आ जाए, it's considered very strong. Okay? And we said a weak strong causes health problems. जब सन की दशा आती है ना, it will give you glory, especially Taurus लगन जो होते हैं, those people who are very content in life. अगर उनकी सन दशा आ जाती है, it makes them reach new heights. Okay, sun's conjunction with other planets is not considered very good. तो सन अगर किसी के साथ बैठ जाता है, it overshadows that planet. So, and for example, अगर सन बैठ गया मर्क्यूरी के साथ, I'm not saying you won't be smart, but you will lack some creativity. But Mercury की distance जितनी बढ़ जाती है, it's better for you. You'll be more creative. And if Mercury and Sun are sitting in the right house, and Mercury is more than 8 degrees, you become a genius. It makes you very, very smart. Right? तो ये भी जब देखते हैं, parents come to us and say, what do we do about our kids? Do you think we should send them here into this school? We look at the chart and say, Sun Mercury degree क्या है? How will it do it? Okay, अगर Sun Moon conjunction हो जाते हैं second house या 8th house में, it denies wealth. No matter what you do, you don't get wealth.
Wow.
Sun Mercury
That-
अगर 8th house में आ जाते हैं, you suddenly make wealth through political connections. They will do positive benefits for you. अगर Sun, Mercury, Venus, all three of them are conjunct, this person always follows their father's profession. Always. They won't do anything different. They follow their father's profession. And they generally take it to a better level. They do much, much, much better in life. So, Sun की हम पढ़ रहे थे कि कितने positive characteristics हैं. Life में कुछ accomplish करना है, make your sun strong. If you think things are not working your way, make your sun strong. You will get the confidence, you will get the passion, you will get the drive to accomplish and reach new heights. Just make your sun strong. Sun का day होता है Sunday. Things to donate for sun. I've already said that before, that if you want to improve your sun, you can wear ruby. You can also donate stuff like dal, chawal, atta. Those are things you can donate for sun. They make it stronger. Copper, wheat, red flowers, make your sun strong. तो अगले हफ्ते हम थोड़ा डिटेल में जाते हैं सन के, or we will touch briefly on the moon. But this was a good introduction as to why we analyze sun, how we analyze sun, and why it's important for you. आपकी लाइफ में जो अटकन आती है उसको निकालने के लिए make your sun strong.
काफी अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन थी एंड आई लव द फैक्ट दैट आपके पास हमेशा कोई भी अगर ऐसे प्रॉब्लम हो तो एक सोल्यूशन होता है कि ओके फाइन, आपने इसे स्ट्रॉन्गर करना है तो यू कैन डू दिस दिस एंड दिस. So it is really helpful, it's very helpful for a person who's in a situation और चाहते हैं अगर इस चीज की रेमेडी उन्हें मिले. तो जाने से पहले I want to hand out Dr. Saket's office number 408-639-5300. That's 408-639-5300. www.saketbhatia.com. इनकी वेबसाइट है www.saketbhatia.com. And thank you so much for your time. Always a pleasure speaking to you, Dr. Bhatia.
Thank you, Huma. We'll talk again next week.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.